Today, April 24th, 2021, is the 106th anniversary of the Christian Holocaust of World War I. More specifically, it was the first day of the Armenian Genocide conducted by the Ottoman Empire against its own citizens, the Armenian subculture, a second-class citizenry that was subjugated to the majority class of the Muslim Turks. All right. Most of you watching this know this already, but today is the day that also this man right here, this is a picture from 2016, but probably the last time these two men sat in a room together. That was Vice President at the time and currently President Joe Biden sitting with Erdogan, the president of Turkey. All right, I'm going to read this. Biden apparently is going to do it. I've consulted with a few of my Armenian contacts, and it's going to happen at long last. 106 years after the events began, the United States is finally going to officially designate what happened as a genocide, even though the word genocide had not yet been coined. The nation of Turkey has threatened diplomatic relations to be cut off with the United States if we go down that track, and I know a bunch of that will be in this article. I'm going to read this article, but before I do that, I was sent something by a Turk yesterday, or by the time you're seeing that, it was 2 days ago, on April 22nd, in an email from a Turkish friend of mine. I was sent something, and I'm going to read that first. But before I read that, subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Pass the news along, pass this along. I am not an Armenian. I'm just a Slavic American, but a Christian, and that's why the Armenian genocide story is important to me, should be important to every human on the planet, because it's something that continues to this day. It's not over, especially with what's happened in Azerbaijan last September, and continues to this day, even though there was a ceasefire. Christian Armenians were massacred by Muslim Azeris, and that's a partner nation. The Azerbaijanis are partners with this guy's nation, Turkey. But subscribe to this channel, pass it along, click like and comment in the comment section. All those things help the channel and the algorithm. But this is what I'm going to read right here. Where is it? Sent to me by a Turkish history professor. He wanted to make sure I had a copy of this. United States Senate, Washington, D.C., March 19th, 2021. This is a letter from the U.S. Senate to the Honorable Joseph R. Biden, Jr., President of the United States, the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW, Northwest, I guess, Washington, D.C. Dear President Biden, we write today to strongly urge you to officially recognize the truth of the Armenian genocide. In the past, you have recognized the Armenian genocide as genocide, including in your Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day statements during the 2020 campaign. We call on you to do so again as president, to make clear that the U.S. government recognizes this terrible truth. From 1915 to 1923, the Ottoman Empire systematically sought to eliminate the Armenian population, killing 1.5 million Armenians and driving hundreds of thousands more from their homeland. We join the Armenian community in the United States and around the world in honoring the memory of these victims, and we stand firmly against attempts to pretend that this intentional, organized effort to destroy the Armenian people was anything other than a genocide. You have correctly stated that Armenian diplomacy and foreign policy must be rooted in our values, including respect for universal rights. Those values require us to acknowledge the truth and do what we can to prevent further genocides and other crimes against humanity. In December 2019, after decades of obstruction, the Senate unanimously passed a resolution affirming the facts of the Armenian genocide. The House also overwhelmingly passed its own resolution recognizing the facts of the Armenian genocide in 2019. We appreciate that in your April 2020 Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day statement, you pledged, quote, to support a resolution recognizing the Armenian genocide, close quote. But Congress has already made its position clear. It is time for executive branch to do so as well. As you said in your Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day statement last April, it is, quote, it is particularly important to speak these words and commemorate this history at a moment when we are reminded daily of the power of truth and of our shared responsibility to stand against hate, because silence is complicity, close quote. Administrations of both parties have been silent on the truth of the Armenian genocide. We urge you to break this pattern of complicity by officially recognizing that the Armenian genocide was a genocide. Sincerely, Robert Menendez, John Cornyn, Charles E. Schumer, Mitt Romney, Richard J. Durbin, Rob Portman, Sheldon Whitehouse, Susan Collins, Chris Van Hollen, Kevin Kramer, Edward J. Markey, Marco Rubio, Sherrod Brown, Ted Cruz, Jack Reed, Debbie Stabenow, Ron Wyden, Dianne Feinstein, Catherine Cortez Masto, Jackie Rosen, Cory A. Booker, Michael F. Bennett, Tammy Baldwin, Alex Padilla, Elizabeth Warren, Benjamin J. Cardin, Bernard Sanders, Robert P. Casey Jr., Patrick Leahy, Gary C. Peters, Raphael Warnock, Tammy Duckworth, John Hickenlooper, Richard Blumenthal, Amy Klobuchar, Angus King, Tina Smith, Jeffrey A. Markley. This is 36 senators from both sides of the aisle. This is as bipartisan a fact or as a push as there has ever been, especially of late. So this is the Senate pushing, publishing, putting some pressure on Biden. Well, he said he's going to do it. Here it is. This is Bloomberg. Biden tells Erdogan, and this is from April 23rd. I'm recording this on the evening of April 23rd, so it's from yesterday. Biden tells Erdogan he'll brand Armenian massacres as genocide. President Joe Biden told Turkish President Erdogan on Friday that he intends to recognize the 1915 massacres of Armenians as genocide, according to people familiar with the call between the leaders, a move that will likely strain already tense U.S.-Turkish relations. Biden is expected to use the word genocide in a statement Saturday, recognize Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day, making good on a promise from his presidential campaign. He would be the first U.S. president in 40 years to publicly state that the mass killings during the final years of the Ottoman Empire were a genocide. Not only the first president in 40 years to publicly state it, but to make it actual U.S. policy for the first time ever. The White House did not mention the issue in a statement about Biden's call with Erdogan, the first of his presidency, saying only that Biden told the Turkish leader that he's interested in a constructive bilateral relationship with expanded areas of cooperation and effective management of disagreements. They agreed to meet during a NATO summit in Brussels in June, the White House said, but ties between Washington and Ankara have deteriorated over Turkey's decision to purchase an air defense system from Russia, which led Donald Trump's administration to impose unprecedented sanctions against a NATO member. In 2018, Erdogan's military campaign in North Syria against Kurdish-held areas irked congressional leaders. Turkey, which joined the alliance in 1952, has been a key U.S. strategic partner in the region, providing a bridge to the Islamic world and countering Russian ambitions, yet increasing friction on a number of issues, including Erdogan's increasingly heavy hand against the media and political opponents, has led him to seek a closer relationship with Russia. Moscow seems keen to take advantage of the rift. TASS, the Russian state news agency, reported this week that the Biden administration is making it clear that it actually does not view Erdogan as a partner and a politician worth betting on, and will build relations with him from the position of force. The lira extended losses on news of the Biden-Erdogan call, dropping as much as 1% against the dollar. That took this week's losses to 3.9%, worst performance among emerging market currencies tracked by Bloomberg after the Peruvian sol. Right, the lira is the Turkish monetary unit. All right, I don't need to read any more, but it's a long article, but you get the idea. Here it is. Are we on? By the time you see this, will it have happened, or will he chicken out, or will he back out? I don't know. It seems like it's going to happen. Again, I've talked to a few of my Armenian friends, and they're always hopeful, but this looks like it could be it. And if it happens, keep in mind this is only the beginning. This is a much overdue recognition of the plain facts of history, but it's really the beginning of something. It's the beginning of people being educated and informed of the truth. All right, subscribe and share, and I will see you guys next time.